Most people think crow pose is about arm strength. It's not. And once I show you what it's all about, you'll probably know the pose today. Today, I'm breaking crow pose down into 4 key steps. And if you remember these 4 things, this pose becomes way more accessible. If you're a beginner, this is a video. Keep watching. Before we get into it, make sure you warm up your wrists and your body before trying this. I will have a warm-up video coming up soon, which I'll probably link around here. So keep an eye out for that. Let's get into the 4 key ideas. Crow pose is the most foundational arm balance in yoga. If you wanted to start off trying arm balances, then this is the pose to try. Number 1, spread your fingers wide, index finger forward. Grip the mat. This is your foundation. Think about crow pose or any arm balances. They work as a seesaw. Your fingers act as brakes. Body feels like you're tipping forward. You gotta grip the mat, kind of catch yourself and bring yourself back to center. If you don't, your wrist has no stability. Your wrist gets painful and it might hurt and you'll probably land on the ground. Second, the elbows bend and squeeze in. This is a very common mistake. Most people that I see, they bend the elbows and splay their elbows wide, and this is how you fall onto the ground. Not the gym push-up where you bend the elbows out to the side. For this, you gotta hug the elbows in, just like a chaturanga or yoga push-up. Your knees need that shelf to rest under the tricep and come into crow pose. Squeeze in and hold. Third, round the back, spread your shoulder blades wide. Think of a cat pose, a super angry cat. So you're pushing down through the palms into the mat, and that creates space between the chest and the floor. That gives space to bring your knees up into your tricep and come into crow pose. This helps to bring the center of your gravity up and hug everything in together, which also makes it a bit lighter as well the more you push. I know it's very counterintuitive, but there it is. The fourth and the last one, and this is what actually lifts you. Point the feet and pull the heels towards the bum. The last step is really crucial to make sure the weight goes up towards the ceiling rather than going downwards. If you don't engage the feet, you're going to feel quite heavy in your crow pose, and that's what makes it really hard for you to last for a long time. So the modification for this pose, you can place a steady block or a pillow in front of you, forming a triangle shape with your palm. And we're going to come into a squat. Now bring your palms flat, index finger facing forward, bend the elbows and squeeze in. You're gonna bring one knee onto the tricep and then the other. You're gonna rest the head onto the block, round the back and broaden shoulder blades, and bringing one foot up at a time. Feel free to stay here, or if you're feeling comfortable, lift both feet up towards the hips and point. Gently look forward and lift the head up. Keep pushing through the palms, round the back, and keep everything in together and look forward. And good job! And that's your 4 key things to remember in crow pose. Give it a try and drop a comment below. I'd love to know your progress on trying this. And if you don't get it today, please don't be disheartened. I didn't get my first crow pose on my first attempt either. If you want to take it further with other variation and flow, that's another video here. Do check it out. If this helped you, please give a like and subscribe. This would mean the world to me. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!